calendar year ends and a new year begins, and people are creating their vision boards, setting their goals, setting their intentions for the upcoming year. By the end of the year, they find themselves back to square one, spiraling in circles and doing the same thing over and over again, and not experiencing long-lasting, sustainable change and transformation. You see, if an egg breaks from an outside force, life ends. But if it breaks from an inside force, life begins. Great things happen from the inside. I'm so excited to share with you my yoga teacher training this upcoming January. Did you know that power yoga is called power yoga not because the poses are power, but it is designed to empower you not to rely on external factors and external sources to feel validated, to feel that you are enough, to feel that I am worthy and I am sufficient in this world. Power yoga empowers you to withdraw from internal wisdom, from internal resources, to tap into your truest and fullest potential. What happens when you're doing these strong and complicated poses is that your body begins to strengthen, and it's very tangible, it's very measurable, because you see yourself after each practice becoming stronger and stronger, and you can get into poses that you never thought imaginable, that you never thought you could ever achieve. Then the mind begins to catch up. The neural pathways in your mind begin to make that connection, and your brain literally lights up with electricity and makes those necessary connections and activates certain regions in the brain that correspond to resilience, that correspond to optimism and hope. And so the brain is like, oh, well, what else am I capable of doing? If I thought I could never do this pose at this age with this physical capability, what else am I able to do mentally and emotionally? And you build up that courage and you build up that resilience, and you see transformation unfold right in front of you. And so when you go out there in your world, we call it a practice. We don't practice yoga to be better at yoga. We practice yoga to be better at living life. When what happens on your yoga mat unfolds in your day-to-day life. So when you go out there in your world and you feel a little bit off balance, or life keeps throwing you curveballs, you're not easily knocked off balance. And even if you do, you know how to get right back up, because you literally just practiced how to do that on your yoga mat. When you do those balancing poses, you're balancing on one leg, or you're balancing on your arms, and you're holding the pose in integrity, and you're breathing. And if you fall, you get right back up, and you do it with compassion and kindness to yourself. Your brain is gonna remember out there in the world, at your work, in your relationship, when you're having that argument, your brain is gonna remember how to find balance, how to find your center. So the mind and the body are connected, they're not separate. And so you move from feeling scattered, from feeling lost in the world, from maybe feeling that you don't belong, that somehow you missed orientation day, everyone else has it figured out but you. So yoga teaches us unity. Literally, the word yoga means to yoke, to unite, to bring together. So you feel this sense of wholeness, this sense of completion. You practice unconditional love and radical self-acceptance. It's truly transformational. So then the decisions that you make in your life, in your job, in your career, in your work, the quality of your relationships will be impacted by this practice, by this training. I know it did for me personally. I moved from being a victim to being a victor, and owning my own business and doing what I love, and being surrounded by the people that I love, and truly feeling empowered in my life, that I am truly the creator of my destiny, not the victim of my circumstances. And I really want that for you. I want you this year of 2023 to be your year, to win it, to unshackle yourself once and for all, and integrate it into the body. So it's no longer a thought, it's no longer a vision board, it's no longer a goal that you wrote on a piece of paper. You have witnessed it and experienced it in your body. You have rehearsed it physically. So when life begins to give you the results, you are prepared. It makes sense to you. How many times have you got that job that you always wanted, but then you choked? Or you find that person that you thought, oh my God, this is my dream person, but you choked, you said the wrong thing, or you kind of self-sabotaged in some way. It's because your body was not prepared for it. The body was still living in the past. And what yoga does is it integrates the mind and the body, and it's literally like a dress rehearsal. That's why we call it a practice. And then you go out there in your world and you are prepared and equipped with everything that you need to live your best life possible. Incredibly transformational, not only for your body, but for your mind and for your soul. And if you want to be a yoga teacher, this is the best training for you. My yoga school, Yogi Maha Yoga Aligned Certified School, was accepted under elevated standard. And I promise you that by the end of the training, literally the last day of the training, you will walk out of the training and you are going to be ready to deliver the most transformational yoga class. And you will be equipped with all the tools, all the techniques, and all the secret sauces that I created to really elevate your practice and elevate your teaching style. And you will have the confidence that you need to hold the seat of the teacher. If you don't want to be a yoga teacher, that's also great and that's okay. Actually, a lot of people who join the teacher training, they just want to join it for their own personal practice. They want to deepen their understanding and knowledge of yoga. So then no matter what public yoga class you go to, whether it's a good teacher or a bad teacher, you have all the tools and resources to understand contradictions, to understand how to transition safely, to understand how to have proper alignment. If you're living somewhere and there's no yoga studios around you, you can literally roll out your yoga mat in your bedroom and have the most incredible yoga practice and yoga experience. This is really about longevity and living a healthy and long, peaceful, strong life. You see those yogis in India, they're 100+ years old and they're so flexible and so they're so vibrant with life. And most importantly, they're very centered and peaceful. We call it ananda, that bliss. So it's not that superficial happiness. It's not a high and then a low. It's something sustainable in the long run. So go ahead and sign up for my yoga teacher training at Embody Through Yoga in Woodland Hills this January. I am so excited to witness the transformation unfold in your body, mind, and soul. Much love. See you on the mat.